There are many fantastic independent sauce manufacturers here in the UK. However, few of those are as celebrated, decorated and revered as London's very own the Ribman. We're at an undisclosed location at his sauce manufacturing facility to have a little tour, try some sauces, see him bottling up. Let's go.
Three hours later.
Christ, bit of hard work. Did about 300 bottles there of the Buffalo, helping them out. Incredible. The smell, the aroma was beautiful, and it's great to see sauces being made here in the UK like this. You can't get hold of these sauces for love nor money. Well, you can occasionally, can't you, Mark?
Occasionally. Yeah, presently.
Oh, nice one.
It's your meat.
The legendary rib meat.
Backpacks available online.
There we go.
At the moment we sold out.
Like everything.
We're trying to keep up, man. Isn't it, Milo? We're trying to keep up.
But that, yeah, well, that's the thing. Everyone buys it so quick, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, because we do a little bit of wholesale now as well, like say Northfield Farm over in Borough Market. They get through hundreds and hundreds of bottles.
So you're selling your bottles to them wholesale? Nice.
Yeah. So the idea is I want to get into delis and butchers, and that's always been the thing, keep away from supermarkets, but keep it real, if you like. Keep it. It's still kind of small scale, but getting bigger. But I'm still making every single batch. So.
Obviously, it's moving forward now.
Yeah.
But this is what is this? A couple of years old?
Not even 2 yet.
Yeah. So before that, where were we making them?
Just in the shipping container.
Yeah.
In the car park.
Wow.
Bottling inside, doing everything inside.
Literally, like everything by hand still at that point.
Yeah.
Thousands of bottles, I think.
Yeah. But now, like I say, we've got the capability of making it quicker, which, I mean, you'd think that would be for the sales, which it is, but the other idea is the fact that we can bottle it how we should be bottling. That's hot. 86 to 90 degrees bottle. You felt the bottles.
Yeah, the bottles were hot to touch.
Yeah. So that's how it should be, you know what I mean? So, we struggled to do that if you're hand pouring, which we did before. Before that deposit you saw, hand pouring every single bottle.
Yeah.
Every single.
So as it cools down, it becomes more.
Well, yeah,
like thick.
No, you will allow bacteria to grow if there's anything in the bottle, or if there's anything in the sauce as it's cooked out, anything. You need to get it above a temperature to create that homemade sauce, to create that. Otherwise, you have issues. Which, the sauce won't last as long. You won't have issues, but the sauce doesn't last as long. Which it does now. It lasts a lot longer than it did before.
You were saying when we were bottling up there that some other UK independents think that you're not hands-on in making, and they think you outsource it to other people, and just seeing you're doing every bottle yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, over the years, I've obviously thought about trying to sort it out and add another guy, another place to try to produce it. 2 times we tried to do that, and I was never happy. Just me.
What was the problem with it?
It's the quality. Just the thing is with my sauces, I'm making it. I might see something and I might change something. I might make it a bit hotter. I might do this, I might do that. It's just it's a part of me when I'm making the sauce. So every single batch, maybe I'm a happy batch or whatever. I didn't use it. It's just everything's a bit personal in every single batch. I think
that's the beauty of it, I suppose.
Yeah, so it's never, you buy a sauce in the supermarket, it will be exactly the same every single bottle you buy. It's not like that. There's a little bit of a little bit of subtle change every now and again. But
I don't know I'm not going to even begin to ask you a secret or anything, but when you try your sauces, there's a a real explosion of emotion and flavour when you try it. It's not. I've not had it with any other sauce, particularly your buffalo and the holy sauce. Those for me, the other two, the Judas one is too hot for me.
Yeah.
But that's for the diehards. The rest, but those two, actually like wake. I describe it as like waking your face up. That's how it actually feels.
That'd be the Scotch bonnet. I mean, most
but other people will be using Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, but they'll say they've got to use a Scotch bonnet sauce. They'll call it a Scotch bonnet sauce, but it's because it's got like a couple of Scotch bonnets in it.
Yeah.
That Scotch bonnet for me is the base. That is the base of my sauce. I use loads. I mean loads. You know, I buy 100 kilos of Scotch bonnets every week, kind of thing. Which is wow, you know. We use 20 kilos of Scotch bonnets in one little 600 bottle pot.
Right.
So we get through a lot, but that's where the flavour comes from.
So it's packed with
Scotch bonnets, but
flavour, not necessarily heat as well.
No, well we cook that heat down. We cook it, you know, and it subtles it down a little bit, but then it sneaks up again. The heat is still there. Don't get me wrong, but you think
it's not. It's flavour then.
Yeah.
Flavour heat.
Yeah.
Not a painful heat.
I don't like those sauces where it's just heat or just flavour. I want both. I want a punch and kick. I mean, my favourite's Grass on the Way. Because that's just such a subtle.
I've had that. That is very nice.
My favourite. I mean, it always has, always will be. But I feel you're right. They've all got. They pack a punch, they pack a flavour. They've got that all. It wakes you up.
It's funny. You can't go back to it. A normal sauce after just tastes like a deflated tyre. Nothing happens when you put it in your mouth. It's like fucking hell. You know, you're waiting for it to. Where's the flavour? Where's the flavour?
People think I'm a snob because I don't eat other hot sauces. I try them, I don't eat them because I don't think anything comes close.
I haven't. I'm not the most well-travelled sauce connoisseur. I haven't had many. The ones I have had don't compete. I'm not saying there aren't any out there, Mark, that don't compete with yours. I'm sure there's some other good ones out there.
There might be.
But with
I haven't found one yet.
Yeah, there we go. I haven't found one remotely close either. It doesn't.
I'll keep looking. But the thing is, I'll keep upping my game as well. You know, I'm never content with what I'm doing. I'm always looking to improve it. Always. And that's, you've got to, no?
How did you actually start doing the sauces? Obviously, what came first? The ribs?
Meat.
The meat came first.
The meat
selling your rib sandwiches?
I was selling my rib sandwiches. I was actually selling those ribs still on the bone. I was doing a club down Brick Lane, 93 feet east. And I was at the ribs cooking on the barbecue, and I had a pot of sauce cooking, and I was, you know, making it there and then on the stall. And every week we used to go back and change a bit and get customer feedback. And then one day that was the recipe, and that was the one that the first person went, holy f***. That's the name of the sauce, sort of thing.
There you go.
So yeah, it was the sauce came after, but only because I knew that I needed a hot sauce for my ribs.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anything out there, like the still isn't, but there wasn't anything out there that I wanted to use every day. You know, it's got to be a good sauce to use every day, no?
Yeah.
Not once in a while.
Especially putting on your product that you're famous for.
Well, yeah. You know, it's a good product, it's a great sauce. The two, they marry up so well together.
So after you started selling them at Brick Lane, you know, a few samples now, where did you start making them? In your house?
Or the sauces?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 40 bottles at a time. It was 40 bottles at a time.
But that was our graft, wasn't it? What, in like pan on the stove?
Yeah.
Talk about it. What was it like?
Spicy. It was, chilies in the air. I had to stop. My neighbours complained in the end because every time they got in the lift, they started straight up, man. They started coughing their lungs up with the lift. You know?
Yeah.
And I used to make it early in the morning as soon as my kids went to school. And then by the time they come home from school, I hopefully finish, fingers crossed. But, you know, when they start walking into the door, absolutely coughing their lung up, you know, it's like, I'll best get a unit or something. So, yeah. But we, you know, I was only doing 40 bottles a week. It's hard for that next step, isn't it? You know? Because it is. It's a massive scary step. This was, I mean, you know, we've gone from that to that to that to this. It's like, wow. But,
well, you're not overstretching yourself, are you? As long as everything keeps selling out.
Oh man, if I can just keep paying rent, you know, that's all I'm about. To be honest, I love doing what I do. I love putting smiles on people's faces when I see them eating it. Like the bleaker the other night, right? I just love watching people's faces. I love that. I love that. And when they come up to you after and just tell you how fucking good it was, it's like that just makes it. You know? And that ain't people blowing smoke up your ass. This is genuine people.
It's funny though, obviously they got a good score, but I think you could put this on toast and get a 10 out of 10. But look, that was a great burger. They know what they're doing, you know what you're doing, combine them together, and I think this is one in a million. Yeah, fantastic.
You can enjoy it, mate.
Yeah, but it's nice to come and have a look around your unit today, Mark, because we've travelled around a few places now, New York and that, to try and uncover these little places, you know, like iconic places. And I think you're one that we should be celebrating here in England. You know, your sauces are award-winning. How many times over? We don't even talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone gets close. So, you know, your awards at Wingfest speak for themselves. You know, that's a massive event, and your sauce just blew everyone apart for years.
Yeah, I'm buzzing about it. I mean, like I say, I'm proud of what we do.
Yeah.
I just want to keep on improving, because that's what it's about, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah.
You know, you might think you've got the best sauce, which I do, but I just want to keep making it better. It's got to be out there.
I think it is. Thanks for having us, mate.
Okay, that's your f***ing pleasure, bro.
So there we have it. A nice piece of exclusive content at one of the most iconic sauce manufacturers here in the UK. Like I said to Mark, to his face there, we've travelled, you know, New York and Paris trying to find these iconic places. Iconic places, iconic people. We've got one right on our own doorstep here in England, the Ribman. An absolute legend of the game, award-winning, something and someone that I feel should be celebrated, that we've done some cracking reviews for him and his products and his collaborations. To come here today, see him doing his thing, bottling up and having a chat, was absolutely magic. If you guys have enjoyed any part of this content, make sure you subscribed to our YouTube channel. We've got some cracking content to come, lots of big ambitions, great ideas, and super food. Thanks for watching, everyone, and that was a video.
See it's Big Daddy B, Pugs and Matt on a mission to find who's got the fastest, freshest food in the kitchen. Different places, different flavours, try different things. Who's the ruler of ribs? Where's the winner of wings? Who's the king of kebabs? Where's the boss of the burger?